My name is Terence. Today I'm going to explain to you how 5G can be implemented and enhance environment sustainability at Port Klang. Now, let's talk about introduction to Port Klang. Port Klang used to be called as Port Swettenham during British's era. It is the main gateway by sea into Malaysia. It is located 6 kilometers away from Klang and 36 kilometers away from Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. And according to 2012 statistics, it is the 11th busiest port in the world. I will be talking about 5G. 5G is the fifth generation of cellular network technology that has started to make appearances in cities around the US and soon to replace 4G in Malaysia. The Internet of Things is now a real possibility, and 4G will not be able to manage the huge number of connections that will be on the network. It is expected there will be more than 20 billion connected devices by the end of 2020, all of which will require a connection with great capacity. As Port Klang improves and gets better day by day, which is a good thing, of course, for country's image and also the economy surrounding it. Good things aside, there are some serious issues that we need to talk about. Issues that has perhaps never been brought up to the discussion table. Firstly, water pollution. It is crystal clear that the water here are not crystal clear anymore, obviously, by just looking at it. So first thing, water pollution. Second would be the importance of early natural disaster detection, such as earthquakes and also tsunamis. Last but not least, the importance of port traffic control. Hey guys, have you guys ever wondered how bad the water is in Port Klang? Today we're gonna check it out. Let's go. It's terrible. Have a look. When we talk about pollution, water pollution has always been the major problem compared to other pollutions. Especially in port areas, the water pollution there is even more serious. One of the factors that leads to water pollution is oil leakage, and that is because of broken oil tanks and also because of not well-maintained ships around Port Klang. Oil leakage is not only the factor. As you can see, there are so much rubbish by the seaside. Unwanted activities such as littering is also the factors that causes water pollution in Port Klang. Natural disaster is something that cannot be avoided as it happens naturally. Do you remember that time back in 2004 when the tsunami caused a lot of damage in Sumatra, Indonesia, as well as to other neighboring countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar, and many others? If that is too far for anyone to remember, maybe you all would remember something more recent. That is the 2015 earthquake that happened in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Malaysia. Both disasters have an impact where quite a number of lives were lost due to those disasters happening, and also the post-effects of those disasters where families were torn apart due to missing or dead family members, habitats of plants and animals were destroyed, and buildings and infrastructures were destroyed. Although many have said that such disasters would not happen in Malaysia, we should not be so confident about it, as in the end of the day, it will happen out of the blue for anyone. Therefore, we can now see the importance of disaster prevention, as when it can be prevented, the lives of many people that are working on the port can be saved. Why port traffic control? Because port traffic control keeps the busy channels and entrances of the world's ports free of incidents through good planning and communication. Port traffic control can effectively monitor, control, and provide traffic guidance for safe movement of the ships in port and transmit navigational information to aid ships in difficult navigation circumstances or in a case of defect to avoid all types of accidents.
खाली stop जल्दी stop जल्दी क्यों थाप मोबाइल दर से बोला था ओ यार अल्लाह खैर पूरी तबाही हो गई यार ये क्या हो रहा है वीडियो जोड़ा हम damai tahu ni beje dah bacangi lah sara tabayu shwa ये सारा तबाही हो गया यार
As for solution, our group suggests to have a patrol boat that is equipped with multiple detectors and 5G beacons on it. Firstly, the boat will need to have a water quality detector. This detector will have the ability of checking the temperature, pH value, and turbidity sensor. So, if the detector finds a turbidity on the water becomes inconsistent, it can be highly suspect that there is an oil leakage. Our understanding of Port Klang is not only equipped with high-end technology, but with such technology, a smart port shall be able to help every level of industry that is directly or indirectly related to it. As such, Port Klang does not only focus on cargo shipping. After visiting Port Klang, we realized that the Department of Fishery Industry is also nearby Port Klang. A temperature detector on a petrol ship can detect the incoming heat wave, which can inform the Department of Fishery Industry to prevent financial loss for the fishermen. Secondly, watercraft nowadays are all equipped with radar technology. Radar technology is a technology that sends sound waves towards a direction and receives the feedback for it to calculate the distance between the vessel and a target. Big fishing ships even use radar technology to identify schools of fishes to catch. During the last few times of major tsunami incidents, many can identify that fishes will travel with a large quantity to leave certain region. With radar technology, this unusual activity of sea creatures can be used as a warning of natural disaster. Thirdly, in the current traffic control approach, incoming ships will have to inform the port control center that the vessel is coming in. Although nowadays control centers are equipped with advanced technologies, incidents that were presented early in the video still happens. One of the factors that causes the mentioned issue is because of the communication medium has a fundamental issue, which is slow and unreliable. As mentioned earlier, all the detectors and findings will be transmitted with a 5G beacon that is equipped in every patrol boat on the go. We are aware that the nature of 5G is it uses higher frequency, thus the coverage of each beacon is very limited. However, when patrol task is being carried out, not only one boat will be doing the patrol task for the entire Port Klang, multiple boats traveling of the region of Port Klang. This will create a mesh network and the boat that are nearest to the Port Klang will handle the transmission of the data of the control center. Nevertheless, Port Klang will also need to install multiple 5G beacons to receive the incoming signals. And with the nature of 5G, which the speed is faster than the current LTE approach, we can foresee a faster and a more reliable smart port happening in Port Klang. In order to put a stop to these serious issues, we need to raise awareness of the importance of preserving the environment. The most effective way is to educate the kids, as kids are the pillars of the countries and they will lead the countries in the future. Secondly would be enforcing the existing policies and rules even stronger. For example, companies and individuals should be punished if they go against the rules that has been in place. This is what me and my group mates found. Thank you very much for watching and don't forget to leave us a comment.
Thank you.